comfort in myself, not about me. All I got right now, feel a taste of resentment. The more of my skin, that's all about. Blood stain on my shirt, new bitch on my nerves. Old nigga got curved, going back on my word.
Welcome back to the Brad House. What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. As you can see, it's me with a bald cap, and it's a mannequin head with a wig on it. So I'm sure y'all can put two and two together, and by reading the title, y'all are going to be watching me install this, I think, 28-inch wig that I had highlighted. And you probably saw it on with another video, but today I'm going to show y'all the process of how I put it on. So let's get into this video. Throughout this video, I'm going to be like addressing different topics. I had asked some people what they wanted me to talk about. Originally it was going to be for a mukbang, but I didn't end up doing it. So I just answered, like, talk about the type of stuff in this video. So y'all be seeing that while y'all watch me do my hair. You'll see that whole little process. First, I take my Got2b, the invisible styling gel, and I put that along my hairline on the cap. Now that you apply that to your hairline of the bald cap, you see that you can see through it. So I'm gonna take a blow dryer and let it dry, and then we're gonna get into the topics. Alright, now that I slightly had dried it, it's drier than it was before, but it's still kind of wet. I'm gonna go in with the Got2b freeze spray, and I'm just gonna put that along the hairline in the same area. That way it can really lock it in. This bald cap is not gonna be moving. It's gonna be laid. Now that it's dried, fully applied, and it looks like, you'll know when it's dry enough to where you can start cutting it. So I'm just gonna take my comb, and I'm gonna, you see what I'm doing here along my hairline, so it's not too much cap. You want enough to where you can apply your wig, but you don't want too much, because then you won't have any room to glue it down. Now I'm gonna go in with my scissors and just cut it. This one of these little mini razors, and just remove the excess cap. This way I can get a close cut instead of using scissors. I feel like using these are way more easier. More freeze spray for these edges, the edge of the cap. Now that your cap is on, you got it laid down, and then you cleaned off the edge around. I'm gonna go back and do it again, but this was beforehand. You really don't have to do it twice, but that's just what I do. So then I'm gonna take this foundation that I put together that matches my skin tone, and I'm just gonna go in and blend it all over my cap. Now that is done, and you can see, it matches, my skin tone good enough. I'm gonna go in with more alcohol and This is the last time I'll be cleaning up where the lace will go. Now it's time for the topics because I'm finally done with my blog cap. So the first topic that people wanted me to talk about was relationships. Now y'all, I guess I have experience and I done been through some stuff. Like I've had a first love, all that, but like, you know, I'm still young, so I guess I could give y'all, because age-wise, the best advice that I have, and just, you know, talk about relationships in general. But first I'm gonna say, y'all, if y'all aren't emotionally, physically, any type of way ready or stable enough, or like feel like you're ready to be in a relationship, then don't be in one. Like, there's single people out here, you're not gonna be left out. I mean, single life is fun anyways. Like, just, if you're not ready to commit, if you don't feel like you can commit at whatever time, then just don't be in a relationship. And that's what a lot of people fail to do. They think, oh, even though I'm not ready to give somebody what they need or what they want, or I'm not ready to commit to a relationship how, you know, I'm supposed to, I'm just gonna get in one anyways. Like, that's how y'all hurt people. And just leaves two hurt people in this situation, because you're gonna think, oh, this is my fault. And it kind of is. Just like, don't jump into a relationship if you're not ready. There's no pressure. Just because y'all see other people booed up, don't mean you gotta be booed up. All right, y'all, now I'm about to go in and spray my lace with a little bit of lace tint, because it's not perfectly my color from the last time I wore it. So, you know, I'm just gonna go in with some more. So I have dark brown, and this is the Eben brand. So I have dark brown and I have light warm brown, and I'm just gonna mix the two. I already like tested it to see if it would match my skin tone, and it does pretty good, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, now that I applied it to the lace, see, it matches pretty good. And yeah, so now I'm just gonna go in and blow dry it to make sure that it's not wet and it's all the way dry. Now I'm about to go in with Ghost Bond and lay it down. All right, y'all, topic 2. Well, still in relationships, but like the second topic of relationships. Let's talk about cheating, because everybody seems to have different opinions on what is cheating, what's not cheating, and I feel like it's pretty black and white, but I guess people have different opinions. Everybody, well, not everybody, but some people think that cheating is just physical, doing something against your partner's back physically. Y'all, cheating can literally be verbally, mentally, physically, like all different types of ways. It's not just physically doing something with somebody. Like going behind your partner's back to do something, knowing that they won't like it, knowing that they won't agree with it, that's cheating. Being all up under somebody else's post, and like that's socially, that's like, whether it's someone you know or not, that's, in my opinion, that's cheating too. Like, if you know your partner won't like it, has a problem with it, and then you proceed to do it anyways, then you're just being sneaky and, like I said, cheating. And I don't get what the purpose of it is, because literally it's so simple. If you're not ready, if you're not responsible enough to be in a relationship and can't feel like you can be faithful and just like not do stuff to deceive, you know, your significant other, then like, why are you even in a relationship? And I guess it's just that people see it, so they want to be a part of it. Because literally, I don't understand why people want to jump into relationships knowing they're not ready, knowing they're not responsible enough to be in one, they won't be accountable enough. Like, it just don't make sense to me. When you can just simply stay single, do everybody a favor. So I'm just gonna let this layer dry till it's clear, and then I'll end up going with like 2 more layers just to make sure that it's secure. Alright, y'all, left off on the topic of cheating. I guess the last thing I have to say in relationships is like, y'all just need to learn how to stop being so selfish and start holding yourself accountable for the fact that it's okay to be single. It's okay to, you know, do whatever you please. That way you're not possibly conveying the wrong message to someone who's ready to give you the world, and then you're just in a relationship because you feel like you have to be, because I'd say you're scared to be by yourself, and that's really what it is. And you definitely shouldn't be in a relationship if you're scared to be by yourself, because that could happen at any moment. I have another important thing to say about relationships. Y'all, can we please stop normalizing being toxic? Because it's not cute. It's not normal. Y'all make it seem like it's some trend that being toxic is cute. No, it's just unhealthy and waste of time. And everybody has this idea that, oh, it's cute to be toxic. I want to be toxic. Like, wouldn't y'all rather be happy all the time and in a healthy relationship? Not going through things the hard way because y'all want to be in a toxic relationship? Like, that just never made sense to me. And since we're in the topic of relationships, you know, I've summed it up pretty good. Let's get into friendships. Y'all, personally, I don't really got friends like that. I got acquaintances and I got people that I'm cool with, but as for friends, not really. Like, people just don't understand friendship. And like, I've noticed it being a trend where in the friendships that I've had in the past, it's always me going out of my way doing something for my friends, and like, they wouldn't, and it's not a, oh, I did this for you, so now you got to do this for me, because I don't never ask anything from anybody. But when someone asks me for something, I'm quick to give it, because I'm just one of those people. Or like, I don't care. And I don't feel like, oh, you owe me or something because I did you a favor or whatever. But I'm always in these friendships where I'm doing stuff for people who wouldn't even think about doing the same for me. And it like just ended up being used. And y'all just gotta watch out for stuff like that, because you can tell when someone will do anything for you the same way you do for them, or if they're just taking what you give for them and running with it and would never do the same, whether you ask, whether you don't ask. Like, it's obvious. You just gotta watch out for that kind of stuff. And watch out for the fake people too, because you'll think, oh, these is my people, these is my friends. Whole time they're talking behind your back, you know, just wanting to see your downfall. Don't have the best interest for you. And just stop surrounding yourselves with people who don't do nothing for you. And I'm not saying, oh, use them, but like, if you're not benefiting, if you're not, that's not a good way to put it. Okay, if that person's dragging you down, then clearly there doesn't need to be a friendship there. Because if they drag you down, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's always gonna be. They're gonna drag you down, and you don't want friends like that around you. Like, it's only up from here. Why would you want to be surrounded by a friend who don't got their stuff together? Next topic we're finna get into, and I'm finna put the lace onto the glue. Next, I'm gonna talk about, a lot of people ask for it, losing your virginity. Do it when you're ready. Don't let nobody force you. Don't let nobody pressure you. And y'all probably heard that 1,000 times, because like it's literally the most important, not the most important thing ever, but like, once you lose it, you can't get it back. And like, don't lose it with somebody who you can't see yourself with, who you're not gonna be staying with. But yeah, like I was saying, just wait. Alright, on the topic of virginity, do I feel like there's like a certain age where you're supposed to lose it? No, but like, if you're younger, it just wouldn't be the best idea, because these aren't, you know, the person you're losing it to isn't someone you're finna be with forever. Like, even as like young adult age, whatever, these aren't people who's trying to stay with you. I mean, like, yeah, there's cases where it happens where they stay together or whatever at young ages, but like, being realistic in the way this generation thinks and acts, nobody's in it for the long time. I mean, there are, but not at a young age, really. There's just that small little amount of people who are. It all just matters, and it comes up to when you're ready, when you feel like you're ready, and when you feel comfortable. Don't let nobody peer pressure you. Don't let nobody beg you to you saying yes, because it all just ends up being, you know, really messed up on your part. Been through that, dealt with that. Like, if you're not ready, you're not ready, and nobody can tell you otherwise. I'm just going in with the glue on the lace that, you know, didn't get glued down. And y'all, this is really the important part. If you don't know where your lace is finna lay, don't put too much glue. Like, you would rather have not enough glue to lay your lace down than too much, because then you'd have to go in with alcohol and clean it up, and that's way harder than just going in like I am right now and just adding the glue. All right, now this is the one I really want to talk about. Body counts. Some of y'all may know I be preaching about this all the time. Not because I'm one of those people, but because people just don't know how to mind their business, and like what doesn't pertain to you shouldn't matter to you. But with body counts, like, if somebody wants to be out here doing what they do, having fun, living it up, you know, having multiple partners, then just let them do that. You don't have to be with them. You don't have to engage in activities with them. Like, just mind your business. And that whole double standard thing where guys can have all these, you know, bodies and sexual partners, but if a girl were to do that, you know, they're seen as ran through or not having respect for themselves, anything like that. And my whole thing is, if you're clean, if you're keeping up with yourself, getting tested, making sure you're good, then why does it matter? But yeah, to sum it up, somebody's body count is not your business, not your place to be judging because of how they decided to do things. Like, it's not your business. As long as they're clean, healthy, and doing what they're supposed to do, and if they're not even engaging in no sexual activity with you, then what's the issue? Worry about yourselves sometimes, because a lot of people have a problem with that. And I'm gonna just say it like it is, because that's the type of person I am. I'm blunt. I'm not finna sugarcoat anything for anybody. But the last topic I'm gonna get into is owning your own business. You know, because lately I've been seeing everybody, you know, starting their businesses, wanting to make their own money. I see y'all. Shout out to y'all. All the people starting their own businesses, trying to be successful. We see y'all. But all I'm gonna say is, y'all have to stop relying on other people to get your business out there, to start your business, to get it like going and starting to get successful. Because at the end of the day, people support you. Nobody fully, like, I mean, of course there's some people, but you really, all you have is yourself. And this is just for the business owners, but all y'all have is yourself. You can't rely on somebody else to make sure that your business is getting out there. Rely on somebody else to spread the word. If you gotta go out and do that yourself, market your business, like, just do whatever you have to do to get the clientele, to get the customers, and to gain that popularity, then do it. Don't rely on other people, because once again, it's your business. Nobody's gonna do it for you, so you have to do it yourself. And all y'all be getting, well, the people who tend to not want to, you know, go for their business by themselves and rely on other people to, like, help it gain its popularity. Y'all just give up on y'all businesses, because that's what y'all do. Y'all have to go out there, promote yourselves, do discounts. And this is for everybody: hairstylists, business owners, just like anything that has to do with your own brand. Now I'm about to go in with this Fantasia Spritz. Sorry the way the bottle looks, it's stuff all over it. And just go along, you know, my lace. And then I'm just gonna take this, you know, get enough to where it will go around my whole head and tie nicely. And then I'm just gonna cut that. Wrap it up that way I really can get that melted look, you know. Now I'm gonna go in and remove the clips. Now I'm gonna take my wax stick and just style the hair the way I want it to be. Right now, just gonna take my hot comb and braid the hair. If y'all want y'all baby hairs to like lay real nice, then just watch what I do, and I promise y'all they will lay smoothly and it won't be all wild. So the last thing you want is wild baby hairs. I'm gonna take this Aussie mousse, and I'm not gonna use too much because I don't want, you know, my lace to lift. So I'm gonna take enough and just go in and start. I'm finished. Y'all see the hair, get into the curls, get into the lace, get into the baby hairs. But y'all, this is all I have planned for this video. Just talk about a couple popular controversial topics and then do my hair. And then next video I'll be doing a vlog, so y'all stay tuned for that. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye, House.